All right, hello everyone. Welcome to this course review for the personal finance discussion-based writing topic class at Tohoku University. So my name is Ben Sheeran, and in this short presentation, I'm going to go over the main topics from the course, and then at the end, I'm going to introduce your final assignment. So, personal finance is everything to do with money for an individual or a household. So for a person or family, it includes earning, saving, spending, and investing. And understanding the principles of personal finance and applying them is the key to this. Earning, all things being equal, it's better to earn more. So that means if you have two jobs that you could do and one of them paid more and they were equal in other aspects, so the same working hours, the same enjoyment, the same stress, it's probably better to take the job that pays a higher salary. However, don't just focus on the salary, but also think about the benefits of the job. So maybe you have more free time. Maybe you can work from home. Maybe you will get better experience from one job over another. So you have to think about the whole picture, not just the salary. And again, there's also the idea of money versus job satisfaction. So unfortunately, nurses tend to be badly paid in most countries, but many people want to be a nurse because they want the satisfaction of helping people. So for them, money is less important than satisfaction. Next up is spending. Now, of course, controlling your spending is maybe the most important aspect of personal finance. And part of that is to do conscious spending, which means to really think about what you spend money on. So some things that you spend money on will bring you a lot of happiness, for example, and some things that you spend money on will not bring you much happiness. They could even make you unhappy. So I think for many people, finding out or thinking about what things are important to you is a really valuable exercise when it comes to this. Also, it's a good idea to focus on your big spending. So normally the big four are your housing, your transportation, your food, and your entertainment. Now in Japan, for many families, it's a big five. There's also insurance. So insurance can be a very big spending category in Japan. It's a good idea to pay attention to that and make sure that you're spending money in an effective way. Saving. So saving is what happens when you don't spend all your money. And this is also very important. Most people should save 10 to 20% of their income. If you do this, you'll have a pretty comfortable life and you should be able to retire and not worry about money too much. Some people choose to save more. And if you save much more, it's possible to retire earlier. So maybe you can stop working in your 60s or 50s, even 40s. So I'm 44 and I have been saving a lot for the last 15 years, and I will stop working in March at the end of this year. So it's possible to retire a bit earlier if you're lucky and you work hard. One key element though is make sure that you don't focus too much on saving. So if you cut your spending so much that you become unhappy, this is not a good idea, obviously. You have to enjoy your life and still make a responsible actions with your savings. And saving is not just for retirement, but also as a safety measure. So, in life, you will often have problems and accidents and drawbacks. And if you have some money, often the problem is much smaller. You can reduce your problems if you have some money to deal with them. So, if you master earning, spending, and saving, you'll have a comfortable life, right? You'll have less money stress. You'll be able to do more or less what you want, and you won't have to worry about money. However, if you want to be rich, you will also need to master investing. So, investing is using money to make money. So you work and your money works as well. If you put your money in the bank, it's not really working. It's there, it's safe, but it's not making more money. It's not growing so much. Investing is not gambling, but it's balancing risk and reward. So most investing, you are looking to make some money and not take too much risk. There are different ways to invest, including health. You should exercise and eat good food. This is an investment in your future health. Education is a very important investment. So for many people, going to university and studying hard means they can get better paid and more interesting jobs later. You can also invest in relationships. So you spend time and money with people who are important to you. And of course, you can invest financially. When you invest, it's very important to diversify your investments. Don't just invest in one thing, but invest in many things. This makes it more likely that you will succeed. It's also essential that you understand what you are investing in. So make sure you read some books, read some information online, and really make sure that you have a good idea of what you are doing when you invest. The stock market is probably the easiest way to start investing. You can start with small amounts of money, and the fees and the costs are very low. Some people like to buy single stocks. That's a single company. For example, buying Toyota. Some people prefer to buy index funds, which is buying all the stocks on the stock market. This is a safer approach because you don't really have to think about it very much. Passive investing is to buy everything and not worry about it. Active investing is to choose investments that you think will be successful. This is extremely difficult to do, and most people will have better results if they use passive investing. Short-term investing is risky because in the short term, the stock market goes up and down. Long-term investing is less risky because in the long run, the stock market tends to go up. So most people should invest for the long term. So invest now and leave your investments for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This is how you become wealthy. In Japan, mutual funds, Satoshi Shintaku, are an excellent option, and most people should start here. And there are special investment accounts, iDeCo and NISA, and these allow you to invest without paying tax, which is great. If you don't pay tax, you can keep more of your money. Now, we mentioned insurance before, but basically with insurance, you should make sure you understand how it works, what it's for, when you need it, and how much you need. If you understand these 4 things, you can choose the right insurance products for you. But be clear of the purpose. Don't mix different products together. That is a good way to pay too much in fees. Retirement probably feels a long way away for you. You're 19 or 20 and you think, well, I'm not going to retire for 40 years. Why would I think about retirement? The nice thing about starting to think about retirement now is that it will be much easier for you to retire. You can make small investments when you're young and when you're old, they will be worth much more money. So long-term planning is a good idea. The earlier you start, the easier it will be. Also, if you start getting ready for retirement, you will have a stable financial situation. And of course, please think about using iDeCo and NISA to help you, because that will help your investments grow faster. Basically, save at least 10% of your income for retirement. So put it away and don't touch it until you retire. Life planning. Life planning is basically thinking about the future. When you make a life plan, it can help you understand what you want. And if you understand what you want, it's easier to make a plan to get there. If you don't plan, you don't really have the same chance of reaching your goals. However, life planning is not making a plan and then following the plan. Life planning is making a plan, checking your plan, changing your plan, and doing this continually until you die, basically. Life planning is something that I do every year. So in January, I make a plan for the year, and in December, I will check and see how the year went and maybe make a new plan for the next year. Basically, if you do life planning, it's much easier for you to build a life that you enjoy and that is satisfying to you. So that's the course. That was the content of our course this semester. Finally, I'm going to explain your final assignment for the class. So this year, this is a new assignment for me as well. So I've never done this before. In previous years, the final assignment was to write some essays. Today, this year, this month, I'm going to ask you to make a video. A bit like this one. So to make the video, first, you will have to look at the list of topics. These are in the assignment in week 16. And then you will use your video to explain one of the topics from the list. Your video should be 3 to 5 minutes long. So not too short and not too long. Not longer than 5 minutes, please. You can use any format of video. So your video can be like this. This is called a screencast video, where I have some slides and I have my face. You could make a video with your phone, right? So you could put your phone or get a friend to help you and present to your phone and make a video that way. When you do that, you could use a computer to do your presentation, or you could use some paper slides, write some notes on here and present, or you could act or use toys or anything you like. So if you want to be creative, that would be fantastic. The target audience for your video is university students. So you're talking to people your age in your situation. So what I'd like you to do for the final assignment, choose one question from the list, make a plan for your presentation. I don't recommend making a script. So you shouldn't read your script for the video. You should have some notes and you should talk using your notes to help you. A bit like I did in this video. You should practice your presentation a few times, and then when you're ready, record your presentation and then submit the video via Google Classroom. You can submit the video file by uploading it. You can send me a link to YouTube or Vimeo. And basically that's how you do the final presentation. If you have any questions, if you have a problem, first, please check online and see if you can figure out the answer. And then if you can't, please send me an email and I will try to help you. So for the video, you should use your notes from the course, maybe do some reading on the internet, find some data some pictures, some ideas, and then you should try to communicate your own ideas in your own words. I'm really looking forward to seeing your videos. I'm quite excited about this assignment. However, if you don't manage to finish the final assignment, maybe you're very busy, maybe you really can't find the time to make a video, that's okay. You can still pass this course. You just won't get one of the higher grades. So to get a AA or an A for this class, you have to have excellent work for the semester and you need to do the final assignment. If you don't do the final assignment, you cannot get a top grade, but you can pass the course. So maybe think about that when you're getting ready for the last few weeks. Okay, thank you very much. Please enjoy the last few weeks of the semester, and I'm looking forward to watching your videos.